thought I would bring you another book review. This is The Sleeper and the Spindle by Neil Gaiman, and it's illustrated by Riddle. First off, let me say this is a great book. This is actually the first Neil Gaiman book that I've ever read, even though I like his stories. And it's a kid's book, but it kind of works for anyone from a 10-year-old to a 99-year-old. It's got layers, so anybody would enjoy it. It is beautifully illustrated, and it's a twist on the Sleeping Beauty story. So instead of being saved by Prince Charming, she's saved by Snow White. Now it is Snow White as a queen, so she's already gone through her own adventure with the witches and dwarves. So it's kind of a grown-up Snow White. So Snow White puts on her armor and she goes off to a neighboring kingdom to save Sleeping Beauty. So there are dwarves and even a troll, even though that one's just asleep. It is a fairy tale sort of harkening back to the Grimm's fairy tales, which did have a little bit of darkness to them. There was death or violence, even though I wouldn't say this is super violent, but it is definitely a little darker than the Disney version of Sleeping Beauty that you might be familiar with. So here is Sleeping Beauty in her castle. This one has witches, of course, and it even has zombies, which is a little surprising. I won't explain the zombies because I don't want to spoil the story for you, but this is a retelling. So if you think you know the Sleeping Beauty story, this is a little different. There's a twist at the end, even more than just the not being saved by Prince Charming. So there we have the thorns around the castle. And then we have the famous kiss. One of my favorite images. Although it's not a lesbian sort of thing, it's just a magical kiss. And this book is very pro-women because it does have a hero. Women save themselves. And it's very open-minded and liberal, which is what I enjoy. I'll try to give you a real close-up. They're all black and white etchings with a little bit of gold. Very artistic. And the story itself is very well written. It doesn't talk down to kids. It has an adult vocabulary. I'll try to find a passage and I'll read it to you. "You are not of our blood," she said, "but you have some of the skill." She smiled the smile of an innocent girl who was woken on a spring morning. "Ruling the world will not be easy, nor will maintaining order among those of the sisterhood who have survived into this degenerate age. I will need someone to be my eyes and ears, to administer justice, to attend to the things when I am otherwise engaged. I will stay at the center of the web. You will not rule with me, but beneath me. But you will still rule, and rule continents, not just a tiny kingdom." She reached out a hand and stroked the queen's pale skin, which in the dim light of that room seemed almost white as snow. So that, of course, is the witch talking. And nobody in this story has names because it is a retelling, sort of, to be more interesting and mysterious. You know who everybody is, of course, because we all know the stories, or we think we do. It does have a happy ending. Everyone lives and everyone is saved at the end. Overall, I highly recommend this book, so please check it out, whether it's at your local bookstore or your local library, like where I found mine. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. Thank you.